Okay.
Okay. So what got you into climbing?
My boyfriend, 4 years ago, I needed something new. It was winter, and I was too much of a baby to continue surfing anymore. And Jacob loved climbing. It was like the thing he did after work every day. And he had mentioned oh, why don't you just go get some shoes? I'll put you on I'll put you on a guest pass, and you can try it out. And I instantly fell in love.
What do you look for in a climbing shoe?
Soft rubber, because I feel like the ability to feel every chip hold and everything on the wall is most important to me. I climb best, or I boulder best when I have a soft shoe.
Okay. Mm-hmm. What kind of climbing do you like?
I prefer bouldering. Yeah.
What kind of foot shape would you say you have?
A wide foot, like a duck foot. It's like a duck. My toes don't even touch each other.
Okay, I'm putting that in. So what are some difficulties you've had on your journey to finding your favorite shoe?
I would say the fit of the heel. Heel fit, I think I have a wide foot, but a pretty narrow heel. It's hard to find a shoe that fits anything like that. I also have a pretty high arch. So a pretty high arch and low volume foot. It's such a weird looking foot. I have a weird foot.
So what makes the Scarpa Dragos your favorite climbing shoe?
Even though they're more considered a narrow shoe, it still fits my foot like a sock. It suctions in, the arch is, it's a pretty aggressive shoe, but it arches perfectly to my arch, and the heel is narrow enough. Especially now that they came out with the LVs, it's like a game changer for me.
How does the shoe fit on your foot?
Tight on the pinky toes, for sure. A little uncomfortable on the pinky toes because of how wide my foot is, but other than that, like a glove. Or a sock, I guess, because it's a foot. God damn. It fits like a glove on your foot, which is a sock.
If I ever make a video of this,
right?
We're doing this again.
Let's do a cartoon.
How does the shoe function on edges?
Ooh, beautifully. I can feel everything. I can feel everything in those shoes. I'm very foot confident in those shoes because I can feel it, everything.
Smearing.
I would say average. I wouldn't say they're particularly good at smearing. I feel like the soft rubber doesn't fare better or worse on smearing. I don't notice the difference smearing.
Pockets.
I don't think I notice a difference in pockets either. Yeah.
Heel hooking.
Great on heel hooking. I wouldn't say as good as some other shoes. I would say my Las Sportivas are better at heels. I think the heel is just a little more robust on the Las Sportiva shoes, but because the heel fits so much better on my foot, it functions better. But there's not necessarily a great amount of rubber on these shoes or anything, I feel.
Mm-hmm. Thoughts on the rubber?
I love it. It's soft, which means it definitely wears out a whole lot faster. I will run through a pair of those if I'm climbing in the gym in 4 months.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because of how grippy those walls are.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I do a lot of foot toe dragging, especially when I rope climb. And that will just tear it up. And then there's a hole in it within 4 months. Outdoor climbing, th'll probably last for 8.
Is that why you buy so many shoes?
That is exactly why. That is why. Yes, that's why.
Yes.
Air quotes.
What are some things that could be improved upon?
What I would have said with the Dragos is the amount, at least from my foot, the amount of material that is on the top of the shoe, which they fixed with the LVs. I used to have to like tighten that Velcro all like more than all the way down, and it like the strap would almost like be touching like the bottom of the shoe. And now with the LVs, there's so much less material on top. It's not bunching on the top anymore. It just kind of fits right over. Yeah, and it, you know, like for someone with a really wide foot, it is a bit narrow, but it's not something that would ever stop me from buying them or wearing them every day.
Is there anything you don't like about the shoe?
The volume thing, which they fixed, but then the single Velcro is nice, but I've realized that like after wearing them outside a lot with the amount of dirt and grime, that single Velcro gets very dirty very fast, and now it's less Velcro-y.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how to fix that. I don't think it's their fault at all. It's just, you know, Velcros get really...
Gets everything in them.
Yeah. So now they're like, they will come unvelcroed fairly easily.
Ew.
Yeah.
What are some pros about the shoe?
They're perfectly aggressive. I think they have they're not too aggressive. They're downturned very nicely. I love the sock fit. I love the one Velcro thing because it fits like a sock. And it's pretty good for toe hooking because of all the rubber that's like on top of the toe, like the toe box.
Cons.
The amount of material on the top, which I guess they fixed with the LVs, but and cons. I think that's it. And the dirty Velcro. My fault because I make them dirty.
I think all climbers are gonna make them dirty.
Right.
So bottom line, if you were to sum up this shoe.
Bottom line. Oh wait, a con. They're $200.
Oh, wow.
Very expensive. They're very expensive for
What they
for
are.
how soft the rubber is. Like, so ideally not a gym shoe because they get so torn up in the gym. It's heartbreaking when you buy a pair of $200 shoes and they're gone in 4 months. Bottom line, my favorite shoe in the world. I think, as with every shoe, it's what fits your foot best. For someone with a high arch, it fits really well. It's, more narrow heel, it fits really well. Yeah, just expensive. So be prepared to, make that initial investment, and be ready to let go
Make
of
it often.
Yeah, exactly. For how like it's very soft rubber, but you will be able to feel every single thing, and the confidence it provides, I think is worth it. Of course, that's coming from someone that